In today's video, I will be reviewing snip-er.com. Welcome back to Lawn Crack, and big thanks to James with Snip-er Lawn Care for letting me make this video. He asked me to just take a look at his website and let him know what I think, so I asked him if I could make a video so everyone could benefit from this information. And I do want to say, like, I've seen way worse websites, and this is just strictly, to hopefully help him improve their website, and anybody else who wants to build their website themselves. Hopefully this will give you some tips and tricks to allow you to build a better website that ranks better in search results and just has a better user experience when people land on your website. So I believe in WordPress. If you're not a coder, like, WordPress is the way to go. I do know it's a little more technically involved than using Wix or Squarespace or any of these other, the GoDaddy website builder, but you have so much more functionality and can really do a lot more on the SEO side, which in my opinion is almost more important than the way your website looks, because if no one can find it, it really doesn't matter what it looks like. So let's get right into the website review here. Here is the entire home page. So starting up here at the top, the menu is not bad, you know what I mean? It's fine in my opinion. I don't particularly like how it just kind of goes, everything goes behind it, but that's just a personal preference. So now hiring, that's great. Obviously it's hard to find employees, so I don't really see any problem with that. He has his lawn care company name right there, right in front of you. This background image, it's grass. Obviously that applies to the business. Phone numbers right here. That's good. You want people to know how they can contact you very quickly and easily. So sipping your lawn so you can carry on. It's catchy. Oh, snipping your lawn so you can carry on. That even makes more sense. Okay, and then he has a link to Facebook and to Google Plus. That's cool. So I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of this text over pictures like this. If it's hard to read, maybe like a transparent dark background could be put behind this so the text sticks out a little easier. But there's just not a whole lot on this home page, and I know people really don't like to read a lot of text, but the search engines really need text on the page to get them a better understanding of what's going on and when they should rank that site. So you want words that people may be searching in the search bar for your service in your area on your web pages, and the home page is certainly a page where you want to have a lot of those keywords mixed in. So to me, there's just not enough text on this page. This area right here, services, and then the three categories, it's just a little small, and the blue text is really hard to read in my opinion. I do like this. This is a link right here, so your menu items really don't count as links. So he does have a link right here that will take you to the services page. I would assume all of these would also link to the services page. So that's good. Internal linking in your site like that helps with your SEO and kind of tells Google the structure of your site and which pages are more important than other pages. Coming down to the Thumbtack Pro thing, I really like this. It's a credibility builder. So that's great to display. Definitely display that. There's extra space here that I just feel is unneeded. If there's any way this could just be eliminated. And then down here, this bottom section is called a footer, and on all of my lawn care business websites I always insert into the footer links to all the pages, information, company address, email, phone number, put cities, the state or states, zip codes, counties that you work in. Just have that, because that'll be on every single page, and that'll just give the search engines more information about what you do and where you do it, which is very important for local SEO. So there's no guarantee on this homepage. I really think people like to see a guarantee, and if testimonials could be worked in here, people like to see that other people have taken a chance using your service and they had a good experience. So if you have any reviews, definitely work them into your website. Maybe even have a whole page dedicated to reviews or testimonials, whatever you want to call them, if you have enough to make that look good. So yeah, I would get more text on this describing what you do, where you do it, a guarantee, and try to work in some reviews, and maybe consider making sure your text is more legible on the screen. So that's the home page. Going to our work. So the first time I came to this page, I did not know there was any more pictures on this page. This is the whole page. If you notice, the footer stays the same. That's what I'm saying. I like to work the important information into the footer because it does appear on every page. But the first time I came to this, this is like a gallery, a slider gallery. I did not see this arrow right here, so it took me a couple times viewing the website before I realized you could click and see more pictures. So I would consider maybe getting a different picture, like maybe this one, or this one. It shows up really well. Maybe this should be the first picture that appears, so the people know that there's more pictures to look at, because it's very hard to see this one arrow when there's that white background on it. So that's what I'm talking about. There's no words on this page, so Google really has no idea. I don't believe these images have alt tags. We'll get to that in a second. So that would be another way Google would know what the picture is about. So go to About Us. I do absolutely love that he has a picture of himself, his wife, and their kids on the page. That just makes you seem like a human and not just a business trying to get the customer's money. But once again, the text is kind of hard to read, being white on this image background. So go to services. So once again, the services page, it just doesn't have enough text, in my opinion, to let the search engines know what's going on. For the people viewing the site, I would like to see more information about what the services include, what can we expect, maybe even include pricing. We're discussing this in my business, if we should have pricing on the website, and we're kind of leaning towards yes, because people don't want to have no clue what it's going to cost. Maybe they shouldn't even contact you. Maybe you're the best deal in town. So put that on the page, and it may increase your conversion rate. And maybe it's not for every service, but maybe you could say lawn mowing starting at X dollars per mow, and it's obviously based on the size of your property and certain characteristics and stuff like that. But like right here, we service commercial and residential properties. Like, this is a great sentence where you could just work in some keywords. We provide lawn care and landscaping services to residents and commercial properties in our area. So that would just be a more SEO friendly way to state that sentence. So these images are pretty nice. I do like these images. They look good. They represent the company well. They look professional. They're clear, and he has all his services on here, so that's good. But I'll just expand on this so it has a better chance to rank, and so people get more information, so you can kind of answer questions with your website instead of a person on the phone, which takes time, or correspondence via email or Facebook messages, or however the people are contacting you. Contact us. So you go to the Contact Us page, and he has this form over what looks like maybe like a business card in the background, so you can't even see what seems to be a business card. And the form here, so forms, not too bad. One thing with forms, the fewer form fields, the better. The more you have, you know, the less chance someone's going to fill it out, but that kind of infers that there are more, you know, more apt to use your service, like they're willing to fill out all the forms and stuff like that. You obviously want to collect as much information as possible, but just try to keep that in mind, keep it to a minimum if possible. So, you know, there's no text on the page again, so I would just try to get more text on the page and stuff like that. So I was on the home page right here. I hit Control U on my keyboard. It popped up this page right here, which shows the code for the website. You can do this for any website. And then I hit Control F, which brings up a search bar function right here. If you type in alt equals, see, no images on this page have alt tags. These are only background images. These icons right here may be considered images. They should have alt tags, but there are none on this page. See, I don't even know if that's an option. I believe this is a Wix site. Let's see, Wix, yes. So you type in Wix, it's Wix. So it's a Wix site, so I don't even know if you have the ability to enter alt tags, and that's why I said I prefer WordPress. You can definitely enter the alt tags, which just help with the search engines knowing what the pictures are. So if we type in Google here, Google fonts, it's nothing, Google blah blah blah. Okay, so right here, so Google Analytics is not hooked up on this site, Google Remarketing is not, Google Tag Manager, Facebook Remarketing. So I would highly recommend doing all this stuff. Install the Facebook pixel on your site. Even if you're not planning on using it right now, it'll start collecting data. Hook Google Analytics up, do all that kind of stuff. You know, there's schema is missing from this site, so there's no schema. Schema is a way to get the search engines way more information about your website, but I hardly see it used. I believe it's only used on 30% of websites in the world, so don't feel bad if you're not using it, but I definitely use it on all of mine because Google, Bing, and Yahoo had developers come together and work up this language, and so it's uniform across all the major search engines, and it just gets them way more information. And if you provide it, you're going to stick out because only 30% of websites in the world use it, and if only 30% of the websites in the world use it, you can only imagine what percentage of lawn care and landscaping companies use it. It's probably far less than that. If you are using WordPress, I recommend WP SEO Schema. It's a plugin and it's free, and you can very easily get all this schema markup onto your site. You can also do it in Google Search Console. You're kind of limited, but you can use the data highlighter, and it's very simple. Anybody can do that. But I believe this sitemap, so it does have a sitemap, so that's good. And one more thing I wanted to show you. I know the video is getting a little long, but this is very important information in my opinion. So I have Seo Quake. It's a Chrome extension right here. It's also free. So go to any website you're on, you can just click the little extension icon right here, and it'll bring up information. So I go to, it brings up page info, I believe, but you can see your keywords. So lawn repeats 5 times, so it's found 5 times on this page. Sniper Z 4 times, tree 4 times, care 3 times. And then you get into 2-word phrases because keywords can be phrases. So lawn care repeats 3 times. So just seems like landscaping is not even on this list. So I feel like a lot of people that would be looking for this type of work would probably be typing in landscaping, and we're not finding really, landscaping is on this page, but we're doing, I believe this is the SEO Quake specifically to the home page, so that's why it's not showing up on here. But if you go to diagnosis, you get a lot of information here, and big things, meta description and meta keywords. This doesn't necessarily help with SEO, but it does help with your click-through rate, because this is what's going to show up in search results when people are searching for your website. in the Google listings, the Bing listings, they normally pull the metadata and display that, and if you don't supply it, they just usually take the text on the top of your page, which a lot of times doesn't make sense, doesn't look good, is way too many characters than it should be. So I highly recommend entering that metadata. That's very easy to do with the Yoast SEO plugin for WordPress. I don't know if that's an option on Wix. So see, 5 images without alt. That's what I was talking about, the alt tags. Text to HTML ratios way low. So we suggest adding a lot more text to your website. So I think I just said that several times. Here's the schema. There's no schema. So definitely get some schema on your website. AMP is something to consider. I have not wrapped my head around AMP, but it is accelerated mobile pages, and since so many people are searching on mobile devices, you want to make sure your website is mobile friendly, and AMP makes web pages load like instantaneously on mobile devices. So that is a good thing to do. It is a little over my head at this point, but look into it. So the sitemap is essential, so it's very good that you have this. And then Google Analytics is not here, so Google Analytics is free, so you might as well install that and start looking at that data to better understand the traffic on your website. And it says it has a favicon, but there is no favicon. So a favicon is this little SQ with the green around it for Seo Quake. Facebook has the F. Since this is just a generic source page from Google or whatever, it's just a little page icon, blank page, but this website does not have one. So I'd highly recommend in WordPress there's an area where you just tell it this is the favicon image, and then it sticks it right there. So not super familiar with Wix or any of these other ones, or what you can or can't do, but you can do all this stuff with WordPress. And yeah, so that is my review. I'm sure I missed a lot of things, and there's a lot more I could go into, but just I've looked at the site a couple times. I'm shooting the video. I just wanted to get some information out there, and hopefully it helps. But it's Ryan with Long Crack. I hope you enjoyed. Keep making money.